It's the end of October in Michigan. We're hauling out for the season, and you would think this would be a sad day. However, at the end of this year, I did do something a little different. I bought a new boat. Sweet Melissa is a 2006 Beneteau 343. Up at the bow, there's a roller furling head sail, electric windlass for the anchor. She's 34 feet long and has a 30 horsepower inboard diesel engine. Below deck is a beautiful interior, well kept by the previous owners. Port side, there's a galley with a refrigerator, a microwave, a propane stove, lots of cabinets. The aft stateroom is absolutely huge. King-size bed, and there's an access port to the starboard lazarette, as well as the engine compartment from the back, making access really easy and convenient. This model Beneteau really sold me on its use of space. The natural light that comes in from the skylights and the ports really makes it roomy and comfortable feeling. There's also lots of storage under the settees. We got storage here, and there's storage underneath the V-berth mattress, as well as some hanging lockers forward and aft. Topside, there's a roller furling mainsail, which I thought was a good idea for a short-handed sailor. At the helm, a Raymarine chart plotter and navigation system that controls a linear drive autopilot attached directly to the rudder. Under sail, the motion of comfort is high, and I could easily see this as a safe, live-aboard home for a future me. Well, we're minutes from haul out. They're getting the Traveler ready to pull this new boat out, put her on the hard. So, it's been a wild sequence of events here at the end of this year. Was looking for a boat all year, but I didn't know if I'd ever find one. And that's just, you know, the hunt started in April, and end of the year, not much was going on in the boat scene. There was no boats around the Great Lakes area that had any potential. You know, just on chance. Search Google, and up pops this one in Michigan City, which is just, you know, that's about a 5.5 to 6 hour sail from St. Joe. So it seemed from the ad that this was had all the features I was looking for. So I just got a hold of the owner, made an arrangement for a showing, and went down and took a look. And we were quite pleased. The boat was well kept, and it was time to move on a boat. Well, they're coming to get me. The Traveler's moving this way, and time to be pulled out. So at this time, 4 Mondays ago, my purchase offer had been accepted, and the credits were moving between banks. And I was route planning a number of options that would get me and the boat here well before the marina closes this Friday. So the float plan was to sea trial on Thursday, close the deal on Friday, get a crew and sail Sweet Melissa from Michigan City to St. Joe on Sunday. Now that all sounded good, but any sideways motion could delay departure. And that was worrisome because Great Lakes mariners know the gales of November can certainly blow in October. It is said that the two happiest days of a boat owner's life is the day that you buy a boat and the day that you sell a boat. And for me, both happened at about the same time. Fitzarius was on her way to a new port. Scott and Karen, crew on many glorious adventures, decided it was time to take command of their own, making it 3 happy boat owner events in 1 week. Does he look worried? Huh? After a fond farewell to Fitzarius, it was back to the business at hand. Thursday's sea trial went without incident, and it was more of a crash course on how to pilot Sweet Melissa. And after Friday's closing, I was excited to spend my first night aboard with a crew of 3 and a plan to depart Michigan City Saturday morning. Well, the sea conditions were nearly perfect for fall sailing. A brisk offshore breeze, gusts upward of 20 knots, and with hardly any swell, we made a spirited passage northbound to St. Joe in just about 5.5 hours. Indeed, glorious week for the Empire. The season's end beyond compare. A new command and a pocket full of dreams. It even came with a couple bonus weeks to enjoy the end of a Lake Michigan summer while I prepare Sweet Melissa for a rendezvous with the winter fleet. So the epilogue to this passage is, I still can't believe that the whole thing went down in a week. Perhaps the only before purchase detail that didn't get done because the boat was still in the water was check out the underside of the hull. And normally that would have been a concern, but Sweet Melissa came with a recent marine survey, so I really wasn't expecting anything alarming at haul out. The other thing is I'm just delighted that Fisarius found some caring owners. She was a lot of fun, taught me how to sail, but more than that, Fisarius was a time machine I boarded 6 years ago on a voyage to the last great adventure of my life. And this ship is going to take me on the next leg of that journey. So, if you want to know how I prepare for time travel, be sure to subscribe to the flagship Fisarius channel so my future me can tell you all about it. Until then, fair winds and safe landfalls.